Hi there. Alright, so since we were running low on spells, the only thing I did is I ran back to the inn, rested, cast a whole bunch of buffs on ourselves, made our way back to here, and now we are going to investigate this wagon full of carts. I don't have a quest to, but anyone named Thug is someone worthy of investigation. Keep it moving. We're already behind schedule. If you'd stop talking and help me push, we'd already be there. Kind of late to be delivering goods, guys, isn't it? Delivery? Oh, you mean no. Oh, nothing like that. Just keep moving. That's all. Just moving our things. Well, I don't see any furniture. Right. We already moved all the big stuff. This is our personal belongings. Oh, why don't you let me help you then? Thanks. Really, we're fine. We really want you to get in trouble with something like this. This will get a whole lot smoother if you just show me what's in your wagon. Fine, have it your way. Go on, look. These goods are illegal. I'm gonna have to confiscate them. We're not out for blood, for like Moray's gang, but we'll fight you if you don't walk away from this hound. Last chance. No way, I've worked too hard for this score. I'm not gonna let some hound ruin it for me. Never fought a hound before. Let's see if you're as soft as everyone says. And they immediately attack us. You know, it'd be nice if we could, like, diffuse these situations without people attacking us, but, you know, action RPG and all that. Wouldn't be fun if we didn't get to slaughter all the thieves that got in our way. With our plus 12 to hit, gosh darn it. And, oh boy, what's in this wagon? That's a lot of stuff. We got a bullet, magic wand, 1,000 gold. That's pretty cool. It is all technically stolen, though. But, you know, we're just confiscating it to be delivered to the proper authorities at a later date. Okay, I regret casting all the buffs there because that was completely not necessary right there for like a very quick fight. Whoops. Alright, well, I guess we're going to be running our way back to the guard station now. City Watch. Oh boy, why? Oh boy. That place on fire? Oh Jesus, what? Keep those buckets moving, men! We have to make sure the rest of the district doesn't go up in flames as well. What the hell happened? War. Bloodiest war Neverwinter's ever seen if Captain Braylano will let the men do what needs to be done. The heck What do you mean? The good captain's been too timid out here, afraid to clamp down on this district, and this is what her caution has brought us. Moray strikes at us whenever she pleases, and now Lieutenant Rowe's been lost to the blaze, along with a number of our brothers. Look, we're busy here right now. If you're looking for new orders, Marshal Cormac's over in the merchant quarter speaking with Captain Braylana. Who knows? Maybe after all this, the Marshal will finally be able to convince the good captain that we need to act. Oh boy, so they just torched the place. Darn, alrighty. Well, I guess we have crap to sell. That's something worth doing. Potions. Let me just hand out potions to the rest of our buddies. And we have a few things here worth selling. Hello. Show me what you have for sale. Plus 1 bullets. Remove disease elemental shield. Can't cast that. Wand of stinking cloud. Arrows. Vampire arrows. Crossbow bolts. Harvest cloak. None of us use charisma. That sorcerer we met does use charisma, so we may want to consider adding her to the party. Obsidian. Bloodstone. Zandrite. Pretty good. Okay, we got like 3 grand. Oh boy, more thugs. Hello. Oh boy, mage. Gotta go for the mage first. Stab. All the sneak attacks. 27 damage. I like our weapon. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it crits very often. And that is fun. Even if it does look pretty shite with all like the... Oh boy, she cast her lightning spell. Oh boy. We good. Hello, thief. Die, Mr. Thief. Nice. Potion of Cure Serious. Gold. Potion of Cure Moderate and a trap kit. Greenstone, another potion of Cure Moderate. Cool, alright. We can heal ourselves, so I'm just handing out these potions to all of our NPC buddies. And oh boy, yeah, I think recruiting the sorcerer might be a good idea, so we can give this harvest cloak to somebody. Hello. Plus, I like doing her voice. And oh look, these two are talking now. Ha! You call that an insult, goat girl? Even the tree worshipper could scrape up something better than that. Goat girl. I've never heard that one before, Stumpy. Ha! You're not even trying. That's a nickname, not an insult. We Iron Fist call our own children Stumpy, you skinny bull. Skinny bull? That doesn't even make any sense. Go back to your drinking moss breath. At least you're good at that. Don't you two ever stop? Amateurs. Amateurs? Why, the spoiled princess thinks she's better than us, Kelgar. A bold claim from an academy dropout, seems to me. You two wouldn't know an insult if it walked up and bit you. Well, then why don't you show us how it's done, Firehair? Firehair. Imaginative and biting, with just the slightest hint of wit. Is that really the best your demon blood can squeeze out? Tail for brains? My brains are not in my tail. So what are they, right next to it? If so, you might want to loosen the back of your pants a notch, because even with the hole, they're obviously not getting enough air. Okay, explain that one to me? Well, she said your brains are next to your tail, which would imply your brains are in your rear end, and that you breathe out through your... Okay, I get it. All right, little witch. Don't take it so hard. I had to explain it. Oh no, this is the dwarf. Don't take it so hard. I had to explain it, which means the insult's a failure. But a tankard for effort, your highness. By my reckoning, the flagons never had a finer table-cleaning goblin wench. What, since your mother lost her job? Eh, don't you be bringing my mother into this. You best be careful, you simpin' little... Let's say you simpin' little father's girl, or you'll learn a thing or two about Iron Fist honor and manhood. Oh, you mean the two smallest things in all of Faerun? From what I've heard, no woman could learn about Iron Fist manhood from you, Kelgar. Well, I'll have you know plenty of women know about Iron Fist manhood. Plenty. They all just live up around Waterdeep. Or they'd tell you. Kelgar, calm down. Calm down! I won't take those words from some twig of a girl who doesn't know enough to choose the right tavern to fight in. At least I learned my lesson from my tavern brawl, you fat-bellied little knee-high. Now, if you're done matching wits with me and coming up short, why don't you trundle back to your high chair and drink up your honor until it comes out the other end? Maybe later on I'll come by to put you in your cradle. Wow, fat-bellied little knee-high. That's good. Shut up, tail for brains. Ha! And here I thought mages had nothing to offer the world. Duncan, another round. Get your drinks yourself, dwarf. Oh, that was the dwarf speaking. Seeing as you haven't paid for a single drop since your entire stay here. Been wondering when you'd give in and just give me free reign over your kegs. Anyone else want anything? Oh no, wrong voice for Duncan. Some dwarves should never be allowed to walk the surface, little freeloaders. Wonderful. Alright, so I think we're going to talk to Quara here. Howdy. Great, what's wrong now? Why were you fighting those academy students out at the flagon? Why not? They're always talking about me behind my back at the academy, and I decided I wasn't going to take it anymore. I knew more than they ever will about magic. They're simpering little girls who can't even levitate a fork if they wanted to. They talk behind your back? About what? Oh, that I'm dangerous, that I act all superior, that I talk down to them. So what if I do? All they get from magic is what they read out of a book. Is reading books so bad? You tell me. Is it better to experience something or read about it? If I had to explain that to you, then you're a lost cause. I mean, I know what power feels like rushing through me. They've barely sipped from the stream. And what does power feel like? It's like this shiver that starts spreading through you, a warmth, like it's coming from your head and your heart all at once, and you feel that warmth get hot, so much that you can think you can burn anyone in your path, and yet you'd only be bruised by it. I I can't even explain it, but trust me, I know. Uh, just as long as you know when to unleash your power, that's enough for me. Oh, I'll be ready. I'm looking forward to it, actually. Do I have any? Can I ask you any other questions? Uh, Never mind. Let's keep moving for now. And okay, how do we take her with us? Do we exit the inn? We do. Okay, we'll have to drop somebody. Let's drop the druid and take the sorcerer. And we're talking to someone immediately. Praven, I heard you've been expelled like Gilma was. Like, what's going? Oh, we're outside the inn. Okay. Oh, we're talking to mages. Because of you, we were only defending ourselves. Defending? You attacked me first. Okay, everybody stop. Save your words. We heard you threatened our sister guild at the sunken flagon. Our house's honor's at stake, and they will only be settled in blood. Oh boy, they're all casting spells at us. That's bad. Okay, so you go grab that guy, you go for that guy, you go for that guy, and she needs to level up. Whoops. Oh boy. Alright, so she is a sorcerer. What spells does she have already? Like, I know we're in a combat right now, but I'm going to pause this game right now. So, Fireball, that's fun. Combust makes somebody burst into flame at touch range. Fire Burst is self only. That's not too useful. Mage Armor, always handy. Magic Missile. Burning Hands, Acid Splash. Yeah, I think a Fireball is the best answer here. So ready a Fireball, and while you're doing that, let's level you up. So she has Concentration, Craft Alchemy, Heal, and she has Lore and Spellcraft. All right, nice. All right, available spells. Haste sounds awesome. Makes all of us run faster. Second level spell. Let's give her Scorching Ray to keep the fire theme. Extra first level spell. Enlarge Person. That's a fun buff. Ba-bang. And alright, so she's about to fireball. And I don't remember if friendly fire is a thing in this game, but I'm hoping it's not. Apparently not. Okay. That works. Just fireball them all. Sorcerers be powerful, yo. Alright, errors. And okay, let's get her a... Does she have any gear on her? Just a staff and a set of bracers of armor. That's not good. We should get you a ranged weapon so you don't, like, wander into melee. And wasn't there a weaponsmith right over here? I believe there was, if I remember correctly. Armorsmith, weaponsmith. Yeah, let's go see the armorsmith as well. Let's see if we can get our decent armor. Hello. What can you sell me? Do you have, like, a +1 crossbow or something? +1 light crossbow. Sounds cool. Alright, and you have ammo. Are you selling bolts? Just regular bolts. Cool. Alright, give that to her. Give the cape to her. I have like 8 bolts here. Give those to her. And crossbow. Alright, and her character can equip the cape, equip the crossbow, equip the ammo. There we go. Does that boost her charisma up? Not quite enough, but it will in time. So now where are we headed? We need to head to the merchant district. So district exit, is that where we want to go? Oh boy, more thieves. Hello. Coming back to the city was a mistake, Neeshka. You didn't think you'd slip in unnoticed, did ya? No, I'm just surprised it took you this long to notice. So who's wasting their money on you this time, Benin? What's all this about? Nothing I can't take care of. Ben in here, he's in over his head. Oh, you don't have to get involved. This is my problem. Well, anyone who threatens you has to deal with me. That's right, Benin. You think I'd come back without some muscle on my side? Well, you thought wrong. And I'm still waiting for an answer. You too stupid to come here on your own, so who sent you? Lendon's still got a bounty out on you, goat girl. He's even upped the price of those horns. Who's Lendon? Old partner of mine, blames me for everything. He's apparently still got plenty of gold to waste, too. So what'll it be, Benin? Run now, or let me remove that empty head from your neck? Brave talk, girl, but your luck's run out. I'm gonna send you back to the nine hells where your kind belongs. Hey, home's where the heart is, and I'm staying right here in Neverwinter. And they're attacking us. Wonderful. And she's gonna fireball immediately. Oh boy, I like this sorcerer. Her first course of action is fireball. Looks like Lendon's in for more disappointment. That was fun. That, uh, That's the spirit. Little battle was all we needed to get the blood pumping. Almost wish they lasted a bit longer. So this Lendon fellow is not a friend of yours, then? Lendon can't admit he's the second best thief in Neverwinter. He takes things a little too personally, if you ask me. Well, there's more to that if he's trying to kill you. Well, Lendon and I pulled the job about a year ago. Big haul, too. You should have been there. It was brilliant. So we get back to our hideout and start dividing up the loot, and that's when old Lendon demands a bigger share. You didn't think he deserved it? I'm the one who got us past the guards and past the trap at the vault. Lendon was just baggage. He claimed he planned it all. Not too much of a plan if you don't know the guards' patrol routes or that the vault is trapped. If it weren't for me, he would never have gotten past the front door. Oh boy, so why is he trying to kill you? So anyway, there's Lendon demanding a bigger share, and he's definitely planned this part out. He's hired Benin and his boys as muscle to make sure I agree. Well, the odds weren't in my favor. I'm delicate, you know? So Lendon and I argued for a bit, but I wasn't going to win that one, so I got my tail out of there before Benin got angsty. What's worse is they didn't just take my share, they took everything I had. And I wasn't really much in a position to argue, you know? So they robbed you when they wanted to kill you? That doesn't seem like the end of the story. Oh, well, I couldn't just let things stand as the way they were. I mean, I am the best. Lendon's good, and he gets lucky sometimes, but he can't hold a torch to me. So I broke back into his place, stole all the loot, every last copper, and I left the note explaining to him how I got past each one of his traps. I didn't get everything they stole back, especially some of the more precious things, but Lendon's probably sold it all by now anyway. Too bad. Still got way back more than my share. And what happened to all the money? Well, a few coins here, a few coins there. It adds up. I have expenses and stuff. Well, if they attack you again, we'll try our best to protect you. Hey, thanks. Letting you team up with me was a real good decision. You actually helped me, and you insult me a lot less than the other people do. Anyway, about this mess, I guess the watch will clean these bodies up, or maybe there'll be a rain or something. Let's go. I think Neeshka likes our character, and I'd like to keep it that way. Ain't no downside to being nice to everybody. We are, so world map transition. This takes us to the market district. Merchant quarter. That's where we want to go. Oh boy, more thieves. I'm disappointed. I thought you'd be harder to find than this, Neeshka. Lendon's been after you for some time now. If I didn't want to be found, you'd still be stumbling around in the dark, Tremel. Tell Lendon to back off, or I'll be coming for him. Not again. Lendon's not just paying me gold for this. He's also bringing me in as his partner. Just as soon as I bring him your horns. You're doing this to become Lendon's partner? Trust me, I'll be doing you a favor killing you. Oh boy, let's get this over with. Come on, demon girl. Let's see if you're as hard to kill as they say. And she's immediately going to fireball. Wonderful. Oh, that isn't a fireball. That's a scorching ray. I need you out of melee. Stop following my sorcerer. Ow. Smack. Lots of sneak attacks going on. There we go. There we go. Blast, blast, blast. And down. Lendon's more obsessed than I thought. I wonder how many more of his goons we'll have to carve up before he gets wise. I think it's time we paid this Lendon fellow a visit. I guess you're right. As much as I enjoy tweaking his noise, Lendon's getting out of hand. He'll be ready, though. Since he knows I'm here, he's got to know that I'll be coming for him. Oh... I don't care what we do, but let's try to do something he's not expecting. I don't plan to kill him. This will be too much fun to ruin it by killing him. Look, Lendon's not going to give up. Trust me, he was my partner. I know him. He's got a soft spot, though. There's this coin of his that he thinks is lucky. He always has it with him on jobs. Couldn't stop playing with it. It's real annoying. He's probably got it well protected, too. So I want to steal it out from under his nose. Go on. Don't you see? If I can get my hands on that coin, he might give up. After all, without it, his plans will always fail, or at least he thinks so. I don't know. I prove I'm better than he is by getting around his guards and traps. He gets worried, he loses his nerves, and the attacks stop. What's not to like? And at least we'll have something to bargain with. He really likes that coin. Alright, well, I trust you, Neeshka. Thanks. And believe me, I know what I'm doing. I've already told you, I won't let anything happen to you. Do you know where we can find him? It's been a while since I was in this city last. I doubt any of my old contacts will want to talk to me. Look like Lendon's got some influence in this district. Ophelia would know where he is, though. She knows about everything that goes on in here in Black Lake. Yeah, she might be able to help us. We can go talk to her. Who's Ophelia? She owns the Moonstone Mask here in the Merchant Quarter. It used to be a place for, people who needed some privacy. She's cleaned it up quite a bit since the war, though. I kind of preferred it the way it was, but hey, it's her business. Anywho, she knows pretty much anything that goes on in this district. Not surprising, considering the kind of place the Moonstone Mask used to be. I prefer to torture the information out of Lendon's thugs, but I guess this way is easier and not as messy. The Moonstone Mask was basically a whorehouse before the war, is the joke she's making here. And oh boy, Longsword +2, that sounds fun. We may actually want to consider... Would that do more damage than our Falchion? Maybe. That might be something to pick in. Can she use longswords? I don't think you can use longsword. Oh no, we need to get her a dagger. Right, because she has 2-weapon fighting now. And right, we want to get us a shield, because we technically have Monkey Grip and we're not making use of it. Okay, City Watch, Moonstone Mask, Temple of Tyr, Merchant, Park. Alright, City Watch is closest, so we're going there first. Hello, Marshal Cormac. Captain? Oh, the captain's who we speak to. And this woman's a woman. So, Cormac tells me you're largely responsible for clearing the docks of undesirables in an uncompromising fashion. It seems your approach has only provoked Moray's gang into retaliating. Last night, they attacked the watch directly. The cowards put one of our posts to the torch, killing Lieutenant Rowe. They attacked us for doing our duty. The lieutenant was a good man. His post at the docks was a difficult one, and he kept the peace, with a understanding that perhaps too much justice only causes more unrest. He was too soft on them. I say we get the Rots to round up every bastard at the docks until we get those killers. The Watch will act, Marshal, but more forces will not root them out. We will need time and practice. We need to rebuild our presence in the docks and send the message to Moray and her cutthroats that we will not back down. To do this, we need someone with unflinching dedication to the laws of Neverwinter. And that is why I summoned you here. I would like you to take Lieutenant Rowe's place. Despite your foul approach to the situation at the docks, I think your promotion will send a strong message to the lower and upper corners of the city. I am honored by the request. Very well. I think the watch will benefit from your experience and your social graces, it seems. Marshal Cormac has told me of your interest in Black Lake. You may wish to reconsider your intention to go there. Perhaps you haven't heard of the murders there. Another nobleman has been killed. Gentry was but the first. I will permit only the trusted members of the watch to enter Black Lake. Serve me well, and I shall grant you access, but not before. All right, what must I do? Well, we cannot attack Moray's gang directly. They have no base. So we must target their operations instead. Bleed them of gold and men until they have nothing left. The situation of the docks is in danger of becoming worse. What was at first oppression from Moray and her gang is threatening to become all-out war. I had thought they would not risk drawing blades against us in the streets, but through our informants, we have discovered that they are actually smuggling in a cache of weapons to do just that. They're planning for a fight, and if the reports on the number of weapons coming in are true, then the watch will quickly become outmatched. And my orders are: stop this shipment and put an end to the smuggling for good. You are the only one we can trust for the job. Many of the watch in the docks district tend to turn a blind eye when coin is involved, and they should be rounded up as well. One problem at a time, Cormac. By the time we have dealt with the smuggling, perhaps the cost of the Neverwinter reconstruction will be reduced, which will allow us to pay watchmen their rightful. Oh, indeed, because the lack of coin, not loyalty, that is the problem, is it? Maybe your eyes are blinded by coins too, Captain. You are the short-sighted one, and your blindness is that of a stubborn mule. This is not a black and white matter, Cormac. The docks are the only revenue source from trade we have. We cannot even patrol the roads for merchants to feel safe. So we need every watchman, even only as a presence there. We do not need these scarecrows. These turncoats are boils on Neverwinter's name, and they'll give every thief in the city an open door to our throat. If we allow them to become any more blind for every gold coin, we might as well throw down our weapons now. And what do you propose, Cormac? With the funds being diverted to reconstruction, the pittance a watchman makes is a temptation for anyone to look for gold elsewhere. We must make do until the reconstruction is finished, no matter what it takes. Oh, I don't want to go full lawful, so maybe if we pretend there's a lot of watch, that would be useful. They are bold enough, and no false show of force is going to stop them now. Silence, Cormac. Enough of this. I think we can at least agree on who should tackle the matter. Lieutenant, you have proved yourself to us, and you have done it at great personal risk. You are no doubt marked for death by Moray and her gang. How reassuring. Lieutenant, if you do not help us take steps to stop these thieves now, before they can gather their network, they will not let you go in peace. With Rowe's death, I am certain they may have us all targeted for the same fate. But stopping this operation may come with benefits. Whatever you confiscate from the smuggled goods can be used to build up the presence in the watch here in the docks district. And any watchman found aiding these thugs should be dealt with. We need no division in our ranks. The smuggling operation is your assignment, Lieutenant. I want that dealt with. One of the smugglers at the docks has been brought to justice, and I think we'll need to fear little in the way of future bribery attempts. Although there are times when bribery can work to our advantage as well. Our informant left word that the shipment will be smuggled through the back alley in the docks. We need you to go in and stop the weapons from reaching their destination. Be careful once you're in. The back alley is infested with petty criminals and alley bashers. Now hurry. That shipment must be stopped. Alrighty, so we have our next assignment then. To go and murder a bunch of smugglers. At least I think that's what they're doing. Ooh, cutscene. I think this is with the King of Neverwinter as well. Uh, my Lord Nasher, I came as soon as I received your summons. I need a voice for the king. I'll reuse the village elder voice. Ah, Sir Neville. We were just speaking of you. These men are from the trade guilds, and I was telling them of the watch's success at the docks. And they were about to tell me of their renewed efforts to ensure new ships in the harbor this season, to compensate for the last of overland travel. This season has been a lean one for Neverwinter, my lord. The citizens will be pleased to see more ships in the harbor, and the cargo they bring. Quite right. Thank you for your efforts, Sir Naval. Congratulations are in order for you and the Nine. My Lord Nasher, I shall pass along your praise to the Watch. I believe much of their recent success is the result of our new recruits. So be it, Naval. After the war with Luskin and the plague, it's good we can finally turn our attention to where it belongs, and the certain matter of back taxes owed at the harbor. Of course, my Lord Nasher. With your leave, I will return to my duties. You may go, Naval. After all, the guild and I have much to discuss. Well, it seems like the king knows about us, indirectly. That's good news, I think. Alright, we are back here. Merchant Quarter, right, where are we heading next? Deacon, don't know who that is. Moonstone Mask, that's the place we're headed. Now we're just going around in a circle here. So Moonstone Mask is where we're heading for Neeshka. Open this. Head inside. So this place used to be a whorehouse, but it isn't anymore. Hello, are you meant to come into the Moonstone Mask? I'm sure you'll find a more affordable establishment in the Docks District. What? The Mask is no common tavern. Our goods and services are very expensive. You obviously can't afford it, so you'll have to leave. Are you always this rude to your guests? But you're not a... Oh, what I meant to say... Oh, never mind. Enjoy your stay and call me if you need anything. Be warned, if I don't see you spending coin, I'll have you thrown out. Interesting. Very nice place to be. Neeshka, perhaps now is not the best time to return. Lendon is not in the best of moods since your last visit. I know, we already got Lendon's messages. I am not surprised. He has a gang of thieves and cutthroats serving him now. He has become much more bold and much more dangerous. Neeshka, you must either make amends with Lendon, or pay him back what you owe him, or... Owe him? I don't owe that 2-copper thief, well, 2 coppers. If he can't guard his own share, it's his fault. Can you tell us where this Lendon guy is? If you go to Lendon, you'll be placing your lives in danger. Are you sure you want to do this? He threatens me, Neeshka, be damned. Oh boy. Could care less, he's gonna kill good girl. He's threatening Neeshka. If he's threatening Neeshka, he's gonna pay. Yeah, what he said. Very well. If you can find his home here in the Merchant Quarter, I will mark it on your map. Or if you can find... Oh, not if. Alright. But be very careful. Not only is his estate patrolled by dogs, I think he's placed certain warning enchantments against those with your heritage. I think he was expecting you would return, Neeshka, and he is ready for you. Then maybe it'll be a challenge this time. Very well. Is there something else I can help you with? I heard this establishment used to be a bit different before the war. Indeed. Let's just say I haven't smoothed out the rough edges yet. But through my art transactions, I overheard information on Luskan troop movements, Knowledge I passed on to Neverwinter, and after that there was much I could do to refurnish this place and change its reputation. Rather not know about the rest, to be honest. But okay, we got what's called Lendon's house. That's a thing to look into. Wonderful. Temple of Tyr, Papa's merchant. Weren't we going to Tyr to speak to for yeah, Kelgar? Didn't he want to go to the Temple of Tyr? Lendon, weapon smuggling. He goes to go to the Hall of Justice to speak with the Tyr monks. I think that's this room. Is this the Hall of Justice? Only one way to find out. Do we have money? Yeah, let's go here. Slag the temple. Oh, you are injured. Alright, let's fix that. Get healed, random priest. I don't know why all these people are just randomly injured. That doesn't seem correct. There we go. Welcome. You seek an audience? Why the nine hells we do! I'm looking to sign up! You wish to join the disciples of Tyr? If that's what you call those skinny twigs who threw me out the window of the Dragon's Talon, then yeah! Can you help, Kelgar? Oopsie, wrong button. It is odd that any of the Ever-Handed would seek out battle. Like most of the faithful, they usually only respond when provoked, and rarely violently. Well, I may have stirred things up a bit. Just a little. But that fight taught me some things, and I want to learn more. About our faith? No. Fighting's the only religion for me. I want to learn to fight like them, and learn how they ought to beat me up so easily. If you were defeated, such a defeat may have been just. Tyr teaches us this. Your loss was meant to reveal a truth. Truth? The truth is they beat me out like a half-clan whelp, and I want to know how they did it. If you seek to learn from your loss, you must discover why you are so easily defeated. I don't think you're hearing the words coming out of my mouth. That's why I'm here, to learn. But we cannot help you. Is that so? Well, maybe I'll help clean the floors in here at your face, and that'll change your mind. Oh, well, is there some way he can learn? Tyr puts all of us who come for him for help on trial. He judges who is worthy. Gosh darn it. And who is not. Alright, sounds fair to me. Tyr wants bears fighting for him, not muling little cubs. So what is the trial? Burning coals? Drinking contest? What? The path of Tyr is that of the maimed, the ever-handed, and the just. So are these trials. Can you tell me about these trials? The trial of the maimed requires that the petitioner face those he has wounded, usually those of his bloodline or clan. Never turned a blade against my clan, I haven't. If I knew where some of them were, you could even ask them. Only when one understands how their actions may hurt another, inadvertently or not, can he truly understand himself. What about this trial of justice thing? To fight is not enough. To fight for a cause, that is where strength lies. When you fight for a higher purpose, something beyond the self, you will find that you gain strength through your actions and become impossible to defeat. What about the trial of the even-handed? The trial of the even-handed requests that the petitioner learn to see all around him in an equal light, without the trappings of prejudice. Prejudiced? I'm not prejudiced! By the nine hells, I even travel with a backstabbing teeth of all things, and you know how her kind are. Without such perspective, there can be no justice, for you have passed judgment before you even knew those around you. But how can one be made to see? Often, the best way to learn through those is to learn through those one travels with. When a petitioner understands something he travels with, then he will learn to see fairly others he meets for the first time. Good to know. Agreed. Now where do I go to meet these tests? I cannot answer that. For you, each petitioner is challenged depending on their own path, not at a moment of our choosing. All I know is you have not yet faced these trials, for they are yet to come. This is ridiculous. I've heard enough. Cast out a dwarf, will you? Who needs you? Very well. When you have faced the trial, then seek me out. Kelgar of the clan Iron Fist. Anything else you'd like to talk about? Can you heal us? Nice. Ta-da. And I think we might want to talk to Kelgar about this. So let's... You can talk to people in your party, right? Yeah, talk to them. Something you need? Oh, lots of things I can talk about. So, why are you so eager to fight, Kelgar? Eager to fight? Well, I suppose I am, if you can call it that. I mean, it's all in good fun. Some take pride in craftsmanship, or in hunting, or in haggling for the best price on a blade, or other piece of steel. Me, talking with my fists is my art form. Every tavern's an opportunity, I say. There's usually someone who can take a few punches to the gut and groin before they start weeping like a child. But why? Well, I don't know. I enjoy it, I guess. It's a mark of pride to be able to stand tall and take every punch and give it right back until I'm the one standing. Well, is that how it usually turns out? Most of the time, only beaten real bad once, but I learned from it, and I'm determined not to let it happen again. Thing is, I'm glad it happened. It was my destiny. What happened? Well, you see, I used to win. Almost undefeated. Well, there was this time in a tavern far from here that I chose to fight that ended up choosing me. It was fate, I tell ya. You found fate in a tavern brawl? Well, it wasn't much of a fight. You see, there were these skinny-robed humans, barely twigs. They were sitting at the bar when one of our competitions broke out. There were chairs getting smashed, people screaming, tankards being used as clubs. Glorious. I don't understand the problem. Well, everyone was having a good time when I noticed those skinny humans were just sitting there, not even having the decency to pay attention, just nursing waters. Waters! So I asked them, well, shouted really, what in the hell they thought they were doing, ignoring the fine establishment and then insulting the establishment by not having ale. Oh, you shouted at them? And maybe I shoved one of them a bit, or tried to break a chair over their skulls, since they were making a point of pretending they didn't hear me. Rude, I tell you. Then what? Oh, well, they used me as a bar rag first. Not a single punch I threw even hit them. They were moving too fast. And plus, I think I was seeing double. Or triple. Well, after they smashed my head face into the bar a few times, they shoved me on the floor up close. Floor was pretty dirty by that point, by the way. Then as the final blow, they sent me flying like a drunk hippogriff out the window. Magical it was. So, after I woke up and wiped the blood out of my eye, and finally found all my teeth, I went back in, and I thanked them. Best beating I ever received. They seemed a little taken aback by my friendliness. It turns out they were part of some order. Sun something or other. And get this, they devoted their lives to fighting with their fists. Can you imagine? Lifetime devotion to brawling. It's their lives, their craft. They were monks. They're monks, eh? Crazy water-drinking fools. Hope drinking water isn't what makes them fight like that. Anyway, that life sounded like destiny to me. I mean, those skinny excuses for humans were good, and spent their whole lives kicking the hell out of others, training for it. That's when I knew that's what I wanted to do with my life. My purpose was clear. I don't think kicking the hell out of others is the point of a monasteric order. Huh? Of course it is. Well, as far as I could tell once my head stopped ringing. It's more of a state of mind and body. You mean like headbutting someone? I already know how to do that. Though sometimes I need to grab them by the beard or collar and yank their head down so I can hit it properly. Well, it's not all about violence. Oh, is that so? Well, I must have missed that part when they were wiping down the tavern with my faith and throwing me out a window. Shows how much you know about it. You didn't see him in action. I had let me continue talking with you. Uh, actually, yeah. What do we have to do to help Kelgar? We have to talk to him, or requires without knowing any of Kelgar's clan. This trial will be difficult. Uh, may need to get influence with Kelgar, so Kelgar has learned to trust them. Relation to how Kelgar chooses his battles. All right, so I think we just have to keep talking to him. How did the meeting with the monks go? Go? Well, they didn't seem to hear a word I was saying. I told them I was there to learn how to fight. They just threw back words in my face. They got all quiet on me. I almost thought I'd have to smash a few skulls to get my point across, but they weren't listening. He even shouted a few times, and after that they just got all silent. You humans have got some things to learn about dwarf home courtesy. Maybe need to approach it with less violence? Aye, they were just being stubborn and selfish. Not worth my time. Well, being a monk is not about physical strength, it's about thought and meditation. Makes no sense. It's wordplay, riddles. If I prove to you, will you consider it? Maybe I'm not making any promises, but if you make good on it, I'll chew it over, yes. Wonderful. And I'm getting a cell phone call, so I'm going to need to call this episode early. My apologies.